Yes, Thomas. There he goes. I'm at a loose end. It took ages as well, totally worth it. No boot sales on this weekend. The weather has been shocking. In fact, this was what it was like here 2 seconds ago. So I've been playing around on eBay, sorting out the garage a little bit. In fact, I've just got back from a Facebook Marketplace pickup. Have a look how this went. Right, this is a little bit confusing. So they've given me a postcode and said number 2. Well, that's number 2 there. But that's also number 2 there. Which one should we go with? I'm going that one. Although actually up in that window there is a rocket, so they've probably got kids. There could be kids' toys in there. Oh. Now let's go this one. Hiya mate, just wondering if you got any trains for sale. Trains?
No, I don't think so. My little brother's not here. No.
It's not here, okay.
I don't know what his toy collection.
Got ya. No worries, hey, thank you very much. It's definitely not that one. He gave me a strange look. Try this one. The world's dullest Facebook Marketplace pickup. 2 bags of Trackmaster track for 15 quid. I'm going to spare you from taking you through that. There are trains in there. In fact, there's about 80 quid's worth of trains in there. You know the score. Go through, fix up the trains, sell them on. Don't know what to do with the track yet. There is a lot there. It does hang about. I don't really want it cluttering this place up. But yeah, I am at a bit of a loose end. In fact, what I've been doing this morning is I've been looking back through some of my eBay numbers for the past 3 months, so this financial year. On average, I'm hitting about £300 profit per month, whereas this time last year, I was on about 500, so a definite dip. But I'm not too worried. There's a few reasons for that, I think. Stuff is still selling, and the same quantity of stuff is near enough selling. It just seems to be the lower price items that are shifting. Those larger, higher value items, they're sitting around on the shelf for a lot longer and selling for generally a lower price. Cost of living crisis, it's the time of year where people have got other things to spend money on, summer holidays are coming, all that type of thing, isn't it? But as well as having less income, the outgoings this time of year are a lot higher because we're sourcing a lot more, aren't we? Rather than just going to the charity shops, you've got boot sales as well. Well, when the weather's all right. But this is the sourcing time of the year because just around the corner we got Christmas coming up, and if you're selling toys, board games, that type of stuff, those numbers should switch around. I won't be buying as much in, but hopefully a lot of this stuff will be selling. So like I said, I'm not too worried. And in fact, I do fancy doing a little bit of sourcing. Let's go in at them charity shops. Have a look at this down here in the bottom of the glass cabinet. Yes. Coalport Jerry Mouse. Would have been 30 quid new, reduced to 15. I reckon that says 8 quid behind there. Might be 18, but it might be 8. He looks in pretty good condition. It's got the box. 8 quid. With this 8, I'm going to take a punt, you know. Who remembers these? Logic 3 Game Station. Was it for the old PlayStation 1? It's all pretty dusty inside. It's only 3 quid. Solids of these are pretty decent, you know. I remember having one of these, that's for sure. It had a little thing that come with it as well. You could slot your games in. I'm getting that. Might even keep it. Have a look at this. This is quite a cool little glass cabinet. Everything for £1. But down there, that's a purple Jurassic World dinosaur. Let's have a look under his feet. Yeah, there's the little symbols. It hasn't got the little like acid bit in his mouth. The last one of them sold 20 plus post. We'll grab that one out of the cabinet. Nice little Build-A-Bear sheep up here. $1.99. I've sold one of these before. It's got like a marketplace lamb. Sometimes they got the swirls on the hooves. This one hasn't. What did that one go for? A tenner plus post? Maybe a bit more. This one looks pretty good condition. Only 2 quid. Yeah, we'll get him. Sweet little top drum set here. Transformers Prime. Not sure whether all the cards are in there, mind. But they look in pretty good condition. Don't look like it's been played with much. There he is. Last one of these sold, $6.50 plus post. There's one currently on bids, up on about 3 quid. Let's get it. Look at these little Nikes up in the kiddie shoes. Could do with a little brush up. Nike Air Max, 3 quid on the bottom. There we go. And then over here, yellow stitching, that looks like Dr. Martens. Yeah, Dr. Martens. 4 quid. A little bit worn at the back. Perfect time to be buying school shoes, though, isn't it? Summer holidays coming up. People will be shopping for these at the end of summer. Even with that little bit of damage, I think they're worthwhile. Look who's peeping out of here. That's Pascal off of Tangled. Picked one of these up from the boot sale the other day and he sold really quick. How much is he? Pound? Posh Paws on the tag. Looking at the solds of the Posh Paws one, you could be looking 10 to 15 plus posts for that one. I swear the Disney store one wasn't that good. This is quite cool. This is called an Itsy Bitsy Spider-Man. Stick batteries in, should dance. No solds in the UK, but there's one in Australia, 35 plus post. There are a few listed in the UK, don't look to be getting much attention. I'll leave it. He looks pretty cool, doesn't he? Have a look up here. Absolute ton of Warhammer Codexes. They're all individually priced. I've not looked them up, but that's a decent one. Tenner. So we went through all the Codex books in the shop, and there is such a variety in prices. I think it depends about who they are, whether they're hardback or not, the condition, how old they are. But I picked these two up. This one on the front, I paid a £5. Last solds on auction, it is second edition, about 40 plus post. This one though, this is crazy. Paid a tenner for that. Just caught a little crease in the sun there. But last solds on that, about 80. Best thing with both of these, they're all complete. Sometimes you get loads of pen in there. These bits are meant to be cut out, but they're all in there as well. Warhammer Codex books. Marketplace pickup number 2. This time we're over in Newport. This is a strange one. I messaged in the week to ask if it was still available. They said someone was going to come and collect. So I said, yeah, no worries, let me know if they don't. And you know what? They didn't collect. And then the lady got in touch with me. Now that is unheard of. I've never had that before. But I'm glad they did. Let's go and get it. Now this is more like the Facebook Marketplace pickups we're after. I found a ton of Hornby trains, mainly Thomas the Tank Engine, and it was only 45 quid. Why didn't the guy come and pick this up? Look, let me take you through it. First step, Hornby Railroad. Railroad is kind of the lower end, I guess, more durable, mainly for kids. But this set, discontinued, last on bids went for about 50 plus post. That train alone goes for about 20. But that is my money back there already. Percy, still boxed. This goes anywhere from between 20 to 50, depending on if it has got the box, the condition, and just what day of the week it is really. But this is a nice little setup here. Thomas passenger and goods train set. If that's all complete and working, you're looking at about 80 plus postage for that. So we just slid it out of the box there, and it looks all there. It looks in decent condition. Thing with the little Thomas, is the funnel still on there? Are these little steps snapped off? He looks pretty good. It looks like it's hardly been used. I will have to set this up. I will test this. And then also we had this box of bits, which I haven't been through yet. Still some sealed packs there. What's that? Link wire. It's worth about tenner. Who knows? Could be other bits in there too. But Thomas the Tank is coming through again for me. But even though eBay might be down from where it was last year, YouTube is certainly up. And actually, I just hit 1 million views, which is mad, considering I only started this over lockdown as a bit of fun. It's certainly grown into a lot more than that. And in fact, it's quite apt that I found a couple of Thomas the Tank Facebook Marketplace listings this weekend, because I looked back at some of the older videos, and that's where I started out from, buying those big bundles, including Thomas the Tank, and just breaking them up, selling them on, and I still do it. Obviously, as time's gone on, I've built up a bit more knowledge and I've diversified a little bit, but there are just some things that you naturally gravitate to and always look out for. Weird how it goes sometimes, isn't it? So as always, thank you so much for your support, whether this is the first video you've watched or whether you've been with me right from the start. I really do appreciate it. Right, let me show you some bits that I've been selling on eBay during the week. First up, I'm happy with this sale. From 1998, we've got this Merlin England David Beckham sticker. Love the shiny on it. Number 87. I had this graded with PSA. It come back a couple of months ago. It only got a 7. Matches his shirt number though. But 7 is not a great grade for that. I stuck it up for 65 quid because there are none others like this listed. Took an offer, 50 quid that went for. I'm chuffed with that because I do actually have a 10. It is graded by SGC, but still a 10 nonetheless. That one's not for sale. That one's staying in the collection. 50 quid for a 7. It's stuff like this that's been selling a lot more. I bundled together 2 of these Angedi doll teddy things. I hate these things. They are proper creepy. Just, what I pay for them? 50p, pound each, something like that. Bundled them together, tenner all in. So not massive amount of profits, but that's the type of stuff that's been selling and selling in volume. Now this stuff is real similar to the Trackmaster. Most people, I reckon, buy the bundles, focus on the cars, don't bother with the track. It's boring to list, takes up a bit of room as well, although it does stack pretty good. But I find if you bundle this Scalextric track right, it flies out and sells for decent money. This is the track I focus on, Scalextric Sport. If you're out in a boot sale and you come across a bundle, it's all about the shape of the tabs on the end. That's the tabs you want to look for. The older ones have got the hoops on. Those are the tabs. When you get a bit closer, turn it over, it says Sport on the back there. It's also got a little Hornby logo there. The way I bundle these together, long straight, 6 of them, tenner plus postage. And I've sold 2 sets. And that is a little lap timer. Stick batteries in, counts how many laps you've done, and also your quickest time. 10 plus post for that. So if you do only focus on the cars, it's always worth checking sold listings on some of the track pieces you've got as well. I went through a phase of buying every board game I could find with Pop-O-Matic on. That's the little bubble there you push down and the little dice spins round. Haven't found one in a while, and this is the last one I've got in stock. It's called Double Trouble. Box is pretty dented. It is all complete inside, but not in the best condition. £10 plus post. And these next 4 sales I picked up from my local school boot sale. I paid 50p for this light up, twirly Disney Mickey Mouse thing. Not really sure what it is, but it does work. It's got the Fantasia Mickey Mouse on the top there. Took an offer, 10 plus post. I've been finding a fair few of these Leapfrog Leap Reader pens recently, and they've been selling really quick, particularly if you bundle them in with books. I reckon summer holidays are coming. This is something to keep the kids going while they're off. 3 books with the pen, no charging cable as well, 15 quid all in. Nice little pusheen sandwich box here. Quite like this one, look at this. Look. Once you finish like the top layer of food, there's another load more in the bottom. Paid a couple of quid, only got for 8 plus post, so it's not hung around, is it? And finally, I picked up this pink Bush portable DVD player. It's on a swivel as well. Bought it without the cable, but it looked in reasonable condition, so I was going to take the charge. Paid a £5 for it. Found a cable inside, can't remember what I pinched it off. Plugged it in, tested, working. I listed it for 25 because it doesn't have the cable. Offer come in for 22. It's close enough. I accepted it. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Shout out Brian, first comment at last video. If you did, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I'll catch up with you Wednesday. We'll go around the charity shop, see what else we can see.